Sacrifices are a part of any revolutionary struggle. Land and Freedom is a film about the choices a revolutionary has to make in a revolution. David Carr was a British Communist Party member who joins a Marxist militia, the POUM, to fight Franco's fascists in the trenches. He meets fighters from all around Europe and becomes quick friends with Blanca. They all successfully help liberate a village and collectivize it, and continue onwards in the campaign to liberate Spain. But things become more complicated as more comrades join the International Brigades, the government-aligned volunteer column. David has an accident with a faulty gun, and he too joins the brigade. He becomes more frustrated with the infighting between the government forces and dissidents on the left, such as the anarchists, and the POUM, and eventually quits brigades to rejoin his old comrades. The pro-government forces try to arrest the POUM, and Blanca gets killed in the process. Throughout the film, Dave has many choices to make regarding whether to continue being a revolutionary or stick to what's best for him. During the beginning of the film, he tells his sister Kit that he has nothing to lose and intends to fend off the fascist threat from spreading to Britain, so he must go to Spain. He finds that he does sacrifice a lot, however, such as his own comrades. In the fight to liberate the village, two fascists are using two elderly women as human shields. One of Dave's comrades demands he gives him his clip, but Dave refuses as to not risk killing the two women. His comrade then attempts to grab the clip from him and ends up getting himself killed. Another scene shows the POUM debate if they should join the government forces to get better equipment, but the militia votes to not join, arguing that they need to preserve their democratic and non-hierarchical way of organizing the militia. Then Dave almost dies by a malfunction of one of the POUM rifles. Dave even sacrifices his love for Blanca when he joins the International Brigade for better weapons, which upsets Blanca as she is fiercely loyal to the POUM. Dave's decisions are reflective of what it means to be a revolutionary, which is forcing oneself to go through each decision until giving into the revolution completely. As Russian revolutionary Sergei Nechayev once said in The Revolutionary Catechism, a revolutionary is a doomed man. The film does show that sacrificing for the revolution is a desirable idea, specifically in the scene when after the village is liberated from the fascists, the village debates whether or not to collectivize itself. One man who owns a small farm doesn't want to collectivize because he'd rather just work the farm himself, and claims he has a right to own his land because he uses it. Other villagers point out that it's fine for him to work the land, but that it would be more efficient and gain bigger yields when the land is worked on by the entire town, as well as sharing tractors to farm the land. The POUM also confirms that this was effective in other towns that are collectivized. The farmer is still stubborn, so the village decides to vote on it, and the town is now a collective. To sacrifice private property in exchange for collective ownership is a sacrifice for revolutionary ideals, and as discussed in that meeting, is desirable to continue the revolution. Another theme about sacrificing for revolutionary ideals is the attempt of Spanish society to overcome patriarchy, such as how David mentions in his letter to Kit that he finds it interesting how women are fighting alongside men against the fascists. Women are also seen to be a part of the debates and are also able to vote. However, the closest thing this film has to a female protagonist is Blanca, who is shown to fight the fascists who catcall and make sexist remarks at her. But Blanca is framed in a way that shows her to be a stereotypical woman found in Hollywood cinema, such as the fact that Blanca becomes a love interest for David when he gets to Barcelona. Here, she is shown to be wearing only a towel after a shower, and they proceed to have sex. This mixes the messages of the fight against patriarchy that the film attempts to go for. On one hand, Blanca is shown to be bravely fighting off fascists and is loyal to her comrades. And on the other, her character is a stereotype that is very common in film. Land and Freedom is a film that demonstrates what choices a revolutionary has to make in order to test how strongly they believe in their cause. David sees firsthand what he's fighting for, and despite the many decisions he makes, he learns what he must do for the revolution and his comrades.